Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back. It's another special Krispy Dreemz YouTube video. Today we are taking a look at a painting entitled Illuminat-Eye, and I will continue going on and on about some random nonsense that I'm sure most of you don't really care about. But that's quite alright, as I do this to pass the time and not let time pass me. That was deep. That's pretty deep for a Friday Friday at noon. I celebrated Halloween this week, of course. Wouldn't be right if we didn't. But we celebrated. We went out and got some wings, pretty decent wings. Jalapeno pineapple, I think it's my new favorite. Sorry, garlic parmesan. But they were delicious. And then later that night, we came back, drank some wine, enjoyed some festivities of our own. We went for a walk. Probably at like 12:30, I think it was. Yeah, because right before I walked out, I saw on the clock it said 12:34. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I remember. Okay, so we went for a walk at like 12:30, and about 5 minutes into the walk, we noticed that our porch cat that we've become recently acquainted with has been following us. Now this is 5 minutes in, so it's, you know, we're quite a distance from our house that he usually hangs around. And he walked with us the whole way. This isn't the first time though. Earlier this week we went to the gas station just right down the road, and we convinced him to come with us. We just kept calling his name, Greg. Well, that's what we've named him. Just because, I mean, you know, cat's gotta have a name, you know. And we didn't really expect to end up liking him so much, so now that he's potentially going to become a resident of our house, we're like not necessarily upset, but we wouldn't have named him Greg if we thought we were going to end up adopting him. But it's getting cold out now, you know, and he should have a place. He's so cool. But he walked with us the whole time, followed us all the way back to the house. Our other cat, Maya, she doesn't even like to go outside. Like, as soon as you take her out into the back porch, she will start screaming as if you were literally kidnapping her, as if I was kidnapping her. If I was carrying her out of the house, okay, I would be afraid that the police would get called. It's it's kind of embarrassing. And we've tried committing to the walk too. You know, we'll walk down the road, you know, we'll get like 5-10 minutes into it, if that, before we turn around, because it's just like, you can't even carry her because she's just screaming the whole time. So it's nice to have an animal that'll hang out with us outside. It's kind of like a little Pokemon, you know. He's so cool. Because we can't have a dog either, like at our apartment. It's unfortunate, because dogs are pretty awesome. They're also a lot of responsibility. I feel like a lot of people nowadays get dogs and they don't realize what kind of like workload they're in for. Not to say that they're not amazing, because man's best friend, I mean, that's legitimate. But they can be a pain in the ass if you don't put in the time, which is what I've noticed. There's definitely some dogs out there that I think could be better trained. And then there's some dogs out there that are just like so well trained, and I'm just like, my mind's kind of blown. Because if you can get them to do basically anything with treats. You know, you carry around like a satchel of treats all day. I think I would fall somewhere in between. I think my dog would be able to like shake, roll over, you know, walk. When we would go on walks, he would walk by my side, or she, you know, it would walk by my side, as opposed to like trying to pull me around. I've walked some dogs that are just unbelievable how much physical strain they will put on themselves when they're on a leash. Like choking themselves out, wheezing. Like, you have to buy choker leashes for dogs nowadays. I don't remember that being the case with my dog when I was like 10 years old or whatever. Anyways, dogs and cats, they're pretty cool. I wish my cat liked other cats, though, or other animals for that matter. Or other people, I guess. I don't know. She's very picky, very finicky. Like, you can pet her for, I'd give you like 10 seconds. I'll give you 10 seconds before she starts to play with you. At least that's what I assume that she's doing, because, you know, how else would animals play other than like roughhousing a little bit? But I don't know, she's sweet. She's beautiful. She's just a little asshole sometimes, that's all. What cat isn't, though? What cat doesn't get on your nerves at some point? What animal? What thing? I guess anything really could cause you distress given enough time. That's one weird thing about this place that we live, this universe. You know, too much of a good thing. How is too much of a good thing bad sometimes? Why? It's like, if you're adding a positive to a positive, how could you come up with a negative? Mathematically, it doesn't make sense, right? I don't know. Maybe we're not necessarily mathematical beings in that sense, because we operate on a conscious level, and consciousness isn't mathematical, I don't think. I mean, in a sense, I guess it's like the neuron network is all essentially binary, you know, like on and off switches, if I'm remembering things accurately. But in that sense, maybe yes, we're mathematical, but in the collective sense, I think it's more than that, obviously. But still, it just doesn't make sense to me. Too much of a good thing can be bad sometimes, but it is. It seems to be the case. Maybe it's more society. Maybe society has interesting implications on us that causes us to become bored of what we've grown used to. Boredom. Maybe people just get bored when they have too much of a good thing. I don't know. So I think of some things like painting, I think, is a good thing, but how could you have too much? I mean, I guess if it's like a literal like a problem for you, maybe, but it gets in the way of your life and your obligations and responsibilities. But other than that, I mean, but then other things like cake frosting, oh my god, get that shit out of here. Less is more with cake frosting, unless it's that like creamy whipped stuff. Yeah, hook me up with that creamy whipped stuff. Alright, Well, that was another Friday video for you. And I got a couple more paintings coming out here real soon, so keep your eyes posted. Follow me on social media. And until next time, have a good day.